Good evening and welcome to Feed Yourself Well. I'm Chef Tim Banks, and tonight we're going to whisk you away to India. Tonight we're going to prepare a famous dish that I absolutely love. It's called Vindaloo, and we're going to do a spicy version with shrimp and crab. So to start us off, let's talk about the ingredients that we have for the dish. Vindaloo is one of those dishes that has two unique ingredients that has to be there. One of them is vinegar. We're going to use a malt vinegar in tonight's recipe, and the other one is garlic. So I have some thinly sliced garlic here that's going to be added as part of the aromatics. In addition to that, we're going to do some minced ginger. We've got about a tablespoon of minced ginger. We've got some small diced yellow onion. That's going to go in. We've got some crushed red pepper flakes. That's going to bring the heat that we want. This dish is traditionally very spicy. We're going to add in some tomato sofrito. I love cooking with sofrito. It's an international ingredient, and it brings that tomato component that the dish has. Vindaloo is a member of the curry family. So we're going to add in some prepared curry paste. That's going to go in addition to some full-fat coconut milk. The trick about the full-fat coconut milk is you want to make sure when you open the can, you're going to pour it out, and it's probably going to be separated. Just stir it together, and it'll come right back together. So you have a solid and a liquid in the can, but just fold them in, and they'll go right back together. We're going to pair that with a cool cucumber and tomato salad because we got something super spicy, so we want something cool to pair with it. And we've got some beautiful seasonal cherry tomatoes that are in. I'm just going to add some sea salt to these tomatoes. I'm going to salt them early before we start cooking because what I want to happen is I want these tomatoes to really start to purge out some of their liquid. That liquid is going to help with the dressing for the actual salad. And then we'll fold in some yogurt, some cucumbers, and of course we're going to add a little bit of mint to brighten it up. So we're going to head on back to the stove and we're going to start cooking. Okay, so I got a hot pan ready to go. I'm going to add in just a few squirts of vegetable oil. That's going to help wake up everything once it hits the pan. You can see how the oil is starting to get ripply and waves and it's kind of moving on its own. That's a good sign. That means the pan is good and hot. So the first thing I'm going to add in is our onion. Okay, so we got those diced onions in. And we just want to sweat them so they're nice and translucent. We're not trying to fry them or brown them or pick up a lot of color. We just want to release that onion flavor. I'm going to make a little hole in the center, and I'm going to go in with that garlic. Sliced garlic is in. Next, we're going to add our minced ginger. Coming along nice. Oh, the flavors are starting to come out. Everything's smelling good. We got some nice action going on here. I'm going to make another little hole in the center of the dish or the pan. And I'm going to add in our curry paste. This is about a tablespoon, a nice heaping tablespoon of curry paste. It's got turmeric, cumin, coriander, lots of spices already in the curry paste. And we just want to let that start to cook together. Very nice. Okay, again, I'm going to make another hole in the center. And I'm going to go right in with a full tablespoon of crushed red pepper. So we got crushed red pepper in. Onions, garlic, ginger, curry paste, and crushed red pepper flakes. We're going to add some salt. Nice sea salt in there. Another quick stir. The center of the pan is the sweet spot. It's the hottest part of the pan. So when I push everything around to the sides, I'm allowing it to slow down in cooking, and I've got a lot of action that can happen in the middle of the pan. So in goes our tomato sofrito. Whenever you're using tomato paste or tomato product that's thick, you want to heat it up first, and you can even cook it a little bit. Just to get things going. So all that's coming together. I'm going to stir in the rest of my aromatics. Smells really good. Okay, I'm going to make a hole in the center again. And we're going to add our malt vinegar. Right in. And just stir that together. It's coming along nicely. Now we're going to add our full fat coconut milk. So this is a dish where you're really going to build a nice sauce first, and then we're going to add in our shrimp. We got some real nice colors going on here. That's exactly what we want to look for. All coming together nicely. Okay, so we've got everything in the pan. Everybody's playing nice together. We got a simmer. We got soft bubbles around the rim, so we're not at a full boil. We're just at a simmer. And I'm going to take these shrimp and just add them right in. This is 1 pound of peeled and deveined shrimp. Looking good. We got a runaway. He's going right in there too. Okay, so while that, I'm going to reduce the fire now. I'm going to take it down to about a medium low because I don't want everything to overcook. I want those shrimp just to be done. Remember, C for cooked, O for overcooked, and we're going to let that work. So I'm going to put the top on the pan. Let that simmer. While that's simmering away, we're going to jump back over and work on our salad. Okay, so I've got a large bowl here. And I'm going to go ahead and add in those tomatoes that we've salted. There's a little bit of liquid starting to form in the bottom. That's what we want. We want to get all that juice out of there. In goes our sliced English cucumber. We just took an English cucumber, split it down the center, and sliced it into half-moon pieces. There we go. Just give it a good toss. Now for our dressing component, we're going to use some plain Greek yogurt. This is just regular, plain Greek yogurt. Let's get all that in. And we're just going to toss everything together. This is going to be very refreshing, partnered with the spicy dish. All right. That's looking good. Okay, so we got a tomato and cucumber simple salad. I'm going to chiffonade some fresh mint and add that in, and we should be in good shape. Let's go ahead and get our fresh mint we've got here. And for chiffonade, remember we just pluck the leaves off. And we're just going to stack them, give them a curl, and then we're going to slice them into nice little ribbons. Mint, basil are great for chiffonade. Okay, so we got about 7, maybe 8 leaves here. Just roll those together. And just with a sharp knife, very thin ribbons. That mint flavor is going to permeate through the sauce that our salad is tossed in. So right in goes the fresh mint. A quick turn just to combine everybody together. Man, it smells amazing. I love fresh mint. Okay, so that's our simple salad. We're gonna let the flavors just sit and kind of come together. And we're gonna jump back to the pan and check on those shrimp. Okay, so our shrimp is still in the process of cooking. I'm gonna give it a stir because I wanna rotate them around. That sauce looks and smells absolutely delicious. While our shrimp finish cooking, we're gonna add some crab meat to this. Now the crab meat that I'm using, traditionally I'm a big fan of jumbo lump crab meat. But for a dish like this, I went with lump crab meat. So if I'm making a soup or a filling or something like that, I go with lump crab meat. If I'm going to do a dish like, crab cakes or a crab imperial, I want to use jumbo lump crab meat. I don't want to skimp on it and go with the lump. I want to go with the full pearls of jumbo lump crab meat for crab cakes. And crab cakes are on the menu. We're definitely going to be doing those this summer. I think this is going to be a summer filled with a lot of crab. We're going to be crab crazy this summer because I'm a huge fan of crab. I love it. It's seasonal. We had a mild winter, so they're going to be nice and large. So we're going to have some really good crabs come in this season. Okay, so our shrimp are cooked up. If you can see them, they're starting to look really nice. They're getting that nice pink color that we want to look for. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of the crab meat to it. Oh yeah, we got a nice simmer going. So in goes the lump crab meat. This is a whole pound of crab meat and a whole pound of shrimp in this recipe. Now I'm just going to fold in the crab into the sauce. And when the crab is like this, it becomes part of the sauce. So it's not just one of the proteins in it. It becomes one of the major ingredients in this dish. And we're just going to warm it through. The crab is already cooked. The shrimp are cooked. Oh man, that looks great. Couple more turns. We want to get all the crab in there. This is a spicy shrimp and crab vindaloo. Okay, so great place. Let's shut off the fire completely. We're going to plate this right now. I've already prepared some rice, and I did jasmine rice that I cooked in some browned butter. So I browned the butter, threw the rice in, and jasmine rice doesn't require as much water as traditional long grain rice. So it's only 1.5 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. So you don't need a whole lot of water. And it cooked up nice. It's nice and just flakes apart beautifully. It's not clumped together. It didn't stick to the bottom. Just real easy. I like to bring it to a full rolling boil. Then I shut it off and just let the pot do the cooking. So we got a nice plate of rice. And we're just going to spoon the vindaloo right over the top. We've got shrimp, loads of crab. Let's make sure we get a lot of sauce in there. Oh man, that looks amazing. Let's get a little more of that sauce going right over the top. Okay, now we're going to head back over and finish up our salad. Okay, so there's our shrimp and crab, spicy vindaloo. And I got a spoon here. I'm gonna put some salad in this bowl because as we eat it, we want a little taste of each thing, kind of side by side. If the spices get away from us, you're gonna get your eyes are gonna water, your nose is gonna run. That's when you know it's delicious. And this salad is gonna cool you right down. That yogurt is gonna neutralize the capsaicin and the pepper. So it's gonna cut some of that heat immediately. That looks delicious. And we're just gonna sit the salad right on the side. Now, last week we talked about smoked paprika in our barbecue rub. This week we've got some sweet paprika that's in little flakes. And we're just going to sprinkle that right over our vindaloo. So we got sweet, we got heat, we got creamy, we got curry, we got all those flavors going on that pair up for tonight's dinner. So I'll let you guys take a good look at that. That's our meal tonight. If you can see it, I'm ready to eat. I'm gonna dig in and take a bite. Let's see what we got here. Before I do this, remember to subscribe, like, and follow. Comment if it's anything you want to see. This was a requested video, so we're happy to take your request and make sure that we're doing exactly what you want to see. So let's taste. Chef's kiss, great. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to feed yourselves well.